What if you got locked out of your car or your home? What would you do? Who would you call?
Well, I'd probably just Google a locksmith. How about you? KGW investigative reporter Kylie Boshi found many of those listings, though, aren't locksmiths at all. Kyle?
Tracy, Joe, we actually put this to the test. We called a locksmith that we found on the internet, and guess who showed up? A convicted felon with a pit bull in the front seat. He didn't have a license. Really, is that who you want showing up if you're locked out of your car?
Bill Blanchard has deep roots in the locksmith business. His family has run AMAX Security Solutions in Portland for nearly 3 decades.
Locksmithing is something that you have to be passionate about.
But a few years ago, the industry took an unexpected turn. Legitimate locksmiths like Bill found themselves competing against companies they'd never heard of. Suddenly, internet searches turned up hundreds of locksmiths.
The scammers have just changed the game in that they will create an online presence and market themselves based on your reputation.
Problem is, most of those locksmiths are not locksmiths at all. They're call centers, often out of state, even located out of the country.
It's become a pyramid scheme of locksmiths, each one independent from the next, but all still interconnected.
For example, a search on the review site Yelp shows more than a dozen locksmiths in Southwest Portland, like AAA locksmith ALOA at 1700 Southwest Jefferson Street.
Clearly, no locksmith here.
Just down the street, there's Locksmith Portland at 1728 Southwest Jefferson.
1728, this is a Subway.
And a few blocks away, we've got 15-minute Emergency Locksmith. Their office is at 1200 Southwest Main Street.
Huh. Okay.
It allows you to list a fake address to give a consumer the false sense of security that they believe they're calling somebody that's near them, and they're not really calling somebody that's near them.
These call centers, located who knows where, often send out poorly trained subcontractors to help open your car or your home. Once they arrive, consumers complain many online locksmiths jack up the price. It's a shakedown.
The price skyrockets from $40, $50, $60, all the way up to $200, $300, $400. You're in a vulnerable position at that point.
To test this, we locked our keys in a 1998 Honda Civic and got 3 quotes from legitimate locksmiths, ranging from $49.95 to $80. Then we found an online locksmith that offered a flat $14 service call. Popping the lock would be another $29.
Is this 24/7 locksmith?
The operator said help was on the way, and sure enough, within about 20 minutes, a man in an unmarked truck rolled up with a pit bull in the front seat. The guy wanted $159 to open up my car, far more than a legitimate locksmith.
We're Channeling News. We're doing a story on the pricing for this stuff.
Are you joking me?
No.
The man tried to claim he had a locksmith license in California. State regulators say Michael Notice is not a certified locksmith in Oregon. He shouldn't be working here.
So are you licensed in Oregon?
Nope.
You're not licensed in Oregon.
And if that isn't enough, this so-called locksmith is a convicted felon. In 2014, Michael Notice was arrested for felon in possession of a restricted weapon because he was carrying a dagger. Luckily, the only thing he pulled on us was a cell phone.
I tried to charge him $159, like everybody all day long. And he is the guy from the news.
Just imagine if you'd looked up a locksmith online hoping for help in a desperate moment. And instead, you got this.
Now, to be fair, there are excellent locksmiths that work out of cars and vans, although most of them have vehicles with a company name. If you do call a locksmith, ask for an ID with name and address. Check to make sure they're certified with the state and have a contractor's license. The State Attorney General's office, this is a problem they've been hearing about for years. Back to you.
Thanks, Kyle. If you have an idea for the KGW investigators, it's easy to get in touch. Email investigators@kgw.com or call the investigators tip line. The number is on your screen.